I always thought the hardest day of my life would be the day I lost her. I was wrong. The hardest day was the day I buried her, and a phone call came right after. It was cold that morning. February has a way of making everything feel heavier. Even the wind sounded like it was grieving. People were dressed in black, flowers everywhere, and every word the pastor spoke sounded distant, as if life had turned into a movie and I was only watching, not living.
My hands were shaking the whole time.
Not from the cold, from the emptiness. My wife, Emily, my best friend, my partner of 22 years gone. When the final prayer ended, people came one by one to hug me. She was an angel, someone whispered. She loved you so much. I nodded, forcing a smile, my eyes burning from tears that I had tried so hard to hold back. Her mother collapsed into my arms, sobbing. She didn't deserve to die this way, Mark. She didn't deserve it. I held her, but I couldn't say anything. I didn't have the strength to speak. After the cemetery emptied, I stood alone by her grave. The silence was terrifying. I whispered, "I'm lost without you, Em. I don't know how to breathe without you." A weak laugh escaped me when I remembered how she always scolded me for forgetting my keys. "Don't worry," she used to say. "I'll be here to remind you forever." Forever. What a cruel word. My phone buzzed in my pocket. I didn't want to answer, not today. But when I looked at the screen, I froze. It was her boss, Michael Bennett. I almost declined the call, but something instinct, maybe, told me to pick up. His voice came sharp, almost desperate. "Mark, you need to see this.
Now."
I clenched my jaw. "Michael, not today. It's her funeral." "I know," he said breathlessly. "But this can't wait. Please, come to the office." The panic in his voice unsettled me. For a moment, I thought, was there something suspicious about her death? My heartbeat picked up as my imagination spiraled. I drove straight to her workplace, barely remembering the road. The building looked gray, lifeless, just like me. Inside, the receptionist's eyes widened when she saw me, her hand flying to her mouth as if seeing a ghost. Michael was pacing in his office when I walked in. He looked like he hadn't slept in days. "What is this about?" I asked, trying to stay calm. He swallowed hard and rotated his laptop toward me. On the screen was a folder with my wife's name. Inside, over 200 videos. My breath hitched. "Emily recorded these," he said, voice trembling. My knees nearly buckled.
"Why?"
"What are they?" He played the first video. There she was.
Emily.
Sitting at her desk, smiling gently, that same warm smile that used to melt me every time. "Hi, my love," she said to the camera. "If you're watching this, that means I'm not there anymore." My heart shattered. She laughed softly in the video, wiping tears at the same time. "I know you're probably refusing to eat, pretending you're fine. Did you skip breakfast today? Don't even lie. I can hear your stomach growling already." I exhaled shakily. Even through grief, she knew me so well. The next video began automatically. "Stop isolating yourself," she said, her eyes red from crying. "Go for a walk. Call your sister. You always think you're a burden when you're sad, but you're not. You never were." I pressed my hand against my face, trying not to break, but it was impossible. My shoulders shook, and I cried into my palms, helpless. Michael rested his hand on my shoulder, whispering, "She made these for months. Every night after work." I forced myself to breathe, to sit straighter, to watch again. In another video, she was curled up on the couch holding our dog, Cooper, laughing so hard she snorted. "Look at him. He thinks he's a wolf. Tell him he's not, okay? Or he'll take over the world." I laughed out loud through tears, a painful, broken laugh. God, I missed her. I missed every sound she made. Video after video, she spoke about everything, me, our memories, the little routines of life she wanted me to continue. Then a video appeared with a different title. "The Truth. Please watch this last." Michael whispered, "I've never seen this one." My stomach dropped. When the video started, she wasn't smiling. She looked pale, tired. She breathed shakily, as if gathering strength. "Mark, I didn't tell you the whole truth, she began. Yes, I got sick. But I found out months before I told you. I froze, eyes wide. I didn't want you to watch me fall apart, she continued. You've given me happiness my entire life. I didn't want your last memories of me to be sadness. I shook my head at the screen. No, Emily, you should have told me. We could have fought it together. Her voice cracked. I know you would have. That's why I couldn't tell you. You would have sacrificed everything. Your work, your health, your peace. And I didn't want my illness to be the only memory you carried into your old age. She wiped her cheeks roughly and forced a smile. You were my safe place. My home. I wanted the end of my story to be filled with love, not hospitals. I whispered to the screen. I would have done it anyway because I love you. Then she said something that destroyed me completely. If I'm gone, promise me you'll love again. You don't deserve to live alone. You deserve laughter again. Someone to hold your hand on the porch when you're 80. Someone to remind you of your medication. Someone who will laugh at your bad jokes and steal your blankets like I used to. A painful chuckle escaped her, soft, nostalgic. I won't be jealous. I'll be grateful. Because that means someone else will get the privilege of loving you. My chest hurt so badly, I had to grab a table to breathe. She leaned close to the camera for her last words. You weren't just the love of my life, Mark. You were the life in my life. The video ended. Silence filled the room like a thunderstorm. For a long time, I just sat there breathing, sobbing, remembering everything at once. Her laughter, her stubbornness, her warmth every night when she curled into my arms. Michael took a deep breath. There was more, he said. She left these for you. He handed me an envelope. Inside was a flash drive and a handwritten note. Start with video number 1 every morning. 1 per day. I'll walk you through healing. I held the note to my chest and cried silently. Even in death, she was still taking care of me. On the drive home, I felt something I hadn't felt in weeks. Not happiness, but direction. The next morning, I watched the first video again. The day after, video number 2. Each one was like having her beside me, laughing with me, scolding me, loving me. Slowly, painfully, I learned how to live again. On the 57th day, the video that played was only 6 seconds long. She smiled, blew a kiss to the camera, and whispered, You're ready. I paused the video, stunned. Ready for what? The doorbell rang. It was my neighbor, Sarah, holding a bag of groceries. She said shyly, I know today was the day Emily passed 2 months ago. I just didn't want you to be alone. Her voice trembled. My heart softened. Emily's voice echoed in my head. Promise me you'll love again. I'm not there yet, but maybe one day. For now, I talk to Emily every morning through those videos. Some days I laugh. Some days I cry so much the dog gets worried and sits on my lap. But I live. Because if grief is the price of love, then I was lucky enough to love in a way worth grieving. And maybe that's the real ending Emily wanted for our story. Not despair, but gratitude.